Expertise.
Andrew, welcome back to the programme. Time is 6:50 now. I'm joined in studio by Alan Jordan from BookBuzz. Alan, you're going to give us a little bit of happiness this morning.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, purveyor of happiness. Yeah. The book we're reviewing this morning is Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh, and he's the CEO of Zappos. Remember, we would have covered Zappos on a couple of examples during the year. They're an online shoe retailer.
I do indeed. Yankee brought one in with him.
That's right. So, actually, it's a funny little book. When I read it, it'd make a great screenplay for a movie, because what it does is it charts Tony Hsieh's career from being a serial entrepreneur when he was a kid in school, right up to his involvement in Zappos, which is an online retailer. So maybe I'll just take you through some of the little bit of nuggets that come through that story, will I?
Oh yeah, no, he's got quite a background. He's even sold Christmas cards, which I didn't get as much money in that. Yeah,
so serial entrepreneur as a kid, but his first thing after he left college, he worked in Oracle for I think a couple of months before he got bored. So himself and his best pal then started messing around with code for programming, and they set up a company called Link Exchange in 96 and sold it to Microsoft in 98 for 265 million. So he wasn't short of a few bob then.
No, I would have thought he'd be able to retire and do whatever he
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he did for a while. He went off, he played poker in Vegas, a bit of online trading, and then he set up an angel investing fund to invest in small startup companies. So he had a call on his answer machine from some nutter who wanted to sell shoes online. So he's going, shoes online? That'll never work. Sure. People want to try shoes, they'll never buy them online. But he looked into the market and found out there's 40 billion sales of shoes in the US. 2 billion was through the mail order market. So maybe online might work it. So the company started up. They were just an investor. He let it just drift along. And after about a year, though, they kept on coming back looking for more money, because the thing was just eating through cash.
And he poured a lot of his own €265 million fortune into this company.
But he did, and that's the crazy part. And do you know what it was, Ian? Because really, he had the passion for the business, the belief in the people who were starting up. So not only did he put his own money in, he then got directly involved and actually to turn it around. And you know what's interesting? I mean, it is a great little read, because the business nearly went bust 6, 7, 8 times during the startup, as it was just running out of cash. And Zappos is now really recognised as a tremendous service-oriented business. But you know what, Ian? It was driven to that because it was running out of cash. It couldn't grow in its model. So it said, listen, we better go back to our existing customers and find out what they really want. And that's what actually drove its success.
Yeah, now he's got 10 ways to instill customer service so that people can, really like the business. But I like this idea, firing customers, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if customers started insulting his staff, he would just turn them off. But you know the big thing, if you go to an internet site now for an online retailer, try and look at the site to find a number to contact them. You can't find it. On Zappos, the 1-800 number is up there. So in fact, they want you to ring them to contact them just so they can touch base with you.
Now, every business person around the country will say this is completely wrong thing to do, but don't force employees to upsell. Surely that's the idea. You get people in the store, you say, well, do you like this brand? But perhaps you like this one as well, and we'll get you up to a better brand.
No, absolutely. I mean, 5% of their sales come over the phone. All they want to do is when they touch their customers, they want to wow them. So one of the first things they did in Zappos is if you buy a pair of shoes, you think, okay, mail order 4 to 5 days. So the first thing they do is they actually expedite delivery through UPS, so you get the pairs of shoes in 2 days. So you go, well, that was really good. And you know what they do then? Because of the hub is set up in Kentucky and linked with UPS, if you're a really good customer, so you order late at night, like a pair of shoes at 12 o'clock at night, they're on your doorstep the next morning. So you just go, this is brilliant. And then it's all word of mouth. So when you interact with them on the phone, they don't want you to give an experience. Every time I ring those people, they try to sell me something else. No, all they do is try to help me.
He's a very unconventional character. Is he just a one-off, or is there anything in this for people out there to copy?
Yeah, I think when you read the book, what you'll find out is that he is a serial entrepreneur, and you'll get into the mindset of what an entrepreneur is all about. Good read.
Alan Jordan from BookBuzz, thank you very much for